Also, they don't heat or clean the building. Shit's gonna collapse. People just wanna spin tapes without them spooking it up, like the bad signs. No one danced like that. Thank you, Egghead. So you're gonna look into it then? So you're gonna look into it then? It should be a police matter getting them out. Whatever spooky stuff they're doing, I'm sure it's not what the ecclesiates meant their property for. I guess that's okay. Well, I'll look into it. Tell me more. All right, man. I'm losing it. Andre's obviously very happy you took him seriously. The whole tent is. The boys exchange giddy looks. Well, who exactly are in the church? Truth is, I don't really know. None of us do. I don't even know how many there are. All we've seen are glimpses. You haven't even seen them and you want the police involved? Well, there's also the machinery. The machinery is of deeply mystical variety. First, I'm just gonna go back to the gruff. First, when I scouted the place back in February, it was abandoned, empty. Took some time getting the crew together, so about 2 weeks ago, we came here hoping to set the stuff up. Suddenly, there were all these strange machines lying around in there. One of them has wires running into bowls of water. Wires into water. I've never seen anything like it. Andre, tell him about the feeling. Oh, and it felt like there was something in there watching us from the dark. No, the other one. Which other one? I'm not as in tune with my emotions as you are, Egg. Felt the silence, awful silence. Wait, but you haven't physically seen anyone? Not exactly. We've just seen someone who we think is a woman go in and out of the church. Gotta be Ruby. A couple of times, and we felt someone or something eyeing us, but that's kinda it. Hey, the woman, a red hair maybe? A lower woman? Yeah, sure, why not? Yeah. But not really. Brown hair, old, heavy, dark signs. Well, which one is it, boys? What Noid said. So, brown and older. Ruby might have dyed her hair, though it seems like a stretch at this point. Well, you don't know. They're not going to know anything about what's watching or what the machinery is. So, how can you be sure they're burnouts and dopeheads if you haven't seen them? Well, honestly, I can't, but I am. This is a below feeble attempt at avoidance. Basically, he's attempting to weaponize idiocy. Wow, you can't, but you do. I should add weaponized idiocy to my own repertoire. Hey now, I'm 70% sure they're substance abusers. Don't let all that technology fool you. Where do you think drugs come from? Well, the technology and the drug stuff could all lead to Ruby anyway. All right, let's talk about something else. So, I wanted to ask you about this tent full of equipment here. Yes, what? I see you brought your own water. Yeah, good to have, bitch to carry. When I first scouted the place, I did some reconnaissance. I'm not sure the church even has running water. Yeah, and it's distilled too. Oh? It's the one they sell at the fuel station. It's like he's lying to you, my liege, but he's slippery enough there's nothing for you to grab hold of. Oh man, what's with all the Nosafed? The what now? The Nosafed Ultra. You have a lot of it lying around. Oh, the old Ultra. He's like an actor looking for the souffle for his line. I have a major sinus infection, stuffy nose. We all do. Shit's all blasted up. Winter, can't even breathe. Oh, you sound fine to me. Yes, that's all Nosafed's doing. Without the nose, I'd be drowning in shit right now. Nosafed is the shit. Alright, can I have some? I have some nose problems too, actually. Sure, here you go, officer. The nose, blast away. I hate to tell you guys this, it smells like sweat in here. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Told you we have a smell problem. Wait, I also smell, ether. Why? Ether? I don't smell ether. Do you know it? Nope. Yeah, it's mixed with a peculiar chemical scent like laundry detergent. Sniffs the air, then shrugs. Doesn't take a forensic scientist to guess it's drug-related. They look and act like the kind of guys who've done their fair share. However, their breathing is regular, their jaws stay put, and their pupils aren't dilated, so not under the influence right now. At least not under the influence of stimulants. That doesn't rule out hallucinogens, benzos, some antidepressants. How do you know all this? Well, experience mainly. Alright, enough of this. Maybe everything isn't quite as you've been told. Take a moment to analyze this. Nope. Okay, so the speed freaks want to start a club for dance music. That much checks out. Youth like music. You feel as though you might have liked music when you were young too, but you digress. Thing is, the children here, like, you kind of feel as if they're gonna lead towards these guys or the youth center. Youth center in theory sounds better, but what's the gist of it? The gist of it is this: they want to turn the church into a club, but a suspicious element has overtaken the building. It's very important to understand what the gist of things is. Always consult the gist before making up your mind this is going well. Plus, and it has to be considered, you can't invent the future of dance music in the smelly old tent. Imagine if you had the church, that settles it. Analysis complete, their story checks out. Yeah, maybe. Alright, that's it for now. Oh, you should have the key. We had to padlock the door of the church to keep more vagrants from wandering in. Noid, give the officer the key. Alright. Reaction speed. Red check. Catch the key if it rifles towards you. Frick! As if time is frozen somehow. You can sense the key moving in the air. Yeah, this is gonna be way cool. Don't ruin the cool by overdoing it. Raise your hand in front of your face with minimum effort. Blam! Straight in the eye. Straight in the old eye orb. It's the looking ball. Better heal. Stabbing pain. Tears stream uncontrollably from your right eye. Oh, god damn it, asshole. What is wrong with you? Can't you see I'm in pain now? Oh man, I'm super sorry. That was totally my bad. I got overreacted. Threw him too hard. I'm sorry. He looks like he's genuinely sorry he didn't throw them better. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You almost murdered me. A cop. That's use of lethal force. Oh, I really am sorry, man. Just take this, okay? Pulls out some black paper from his belt pack. Wow, looks there's quite a lot there. That's the least I could do. The least you could do. I'll take it. Nice. Hope that settles it. Or wait. He cautiously hands you the key ring. Okay. Be careful in there, officer. Tell us how it goes, yeah? We'll be here. I really wish I could, like, pull off that accent, but there's certain, I don't know. There's certain times you hear it and you're like, oh, I should just replicate it because you hear it right away. But unless you kind of get like a hint of hearing it once in a while, it's hard to replicate it in your mind. Especially when you have these other few that I can do, but that's about it. Ravers asked you to help turn the church into a dance club, but there's already some people inside. So we got to go into the church. I'm guessing that we're going to find Ruby there. I thought maybe this person outside might be Ruby, but sounds like that's not the case. So we'll see who this is before we head to the church. Also, maybe we knock this down to make like a path. Pane of Eternite has been planted in the snow. 2 poles are holding it up. Barely holding it up. It could fall over any minute. Stronger gust of wind might. Oh, what is this? Looks like a makeshift bridge. Could be convenient. Let's push it over. The pane falls under the icy snow with a soft thunk. Yeah, okay, so we don't have to go all the way around. Easy enough. Some more cash. Let's see what this person's doing. Acele. Shaggy-looking girl in her late teens or early 20s kneels on the ice with an electronic contraption in her hand. Hearing you approach, she looks up.
Oh, hello there.
Oh, hello there. She must be Acele, the last of the Speed Freaks posse. It's cold out here, but she's not wearing a hat. She must be freezing. Everyone knows drugs make you invulnerable to cold. You bet this one likes to party. Hey, dear child, it's freezing. Where's your hat? Huh? Maybe she didn't hear you. A little louder. I said you should have a hat on.
So should you.
So should you. You don't have anything to do. You don't have to do anything. Oh, I should, and I do.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, it's you should wear one too if you plan on staying outside in this weather.
Yeah, well, look, man, fuck the hat.
Your pulse rises. What did she say? That's not how a civilian's supposed to address an officer of the law. We could try this. Regain authority. 17%. Lots of feelings. Feel it way up. Oh my god. Fuck the hat. Is that what you just said to me? I can't believe you just told me to fuck the hat. You're saying it really loud, but it's not coming out right. Maybe add more indignation. So I should just take this hat I'm wearing and fuck it, right? Pointing your head where the hat is located. Engage in sexual intercourse with a hat right here in front of you because you told me so on the sea ice. More. Right here on the sea ice? More. Give a little ice cop hat fuck show. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. Girl's visibly shaken. Lieutenant is feeling the scene unfold before his eyes, unsure how to react. Is that how you see me? Girl looks down, slowly curling into a ball. That's it, you've earned it. Start crying, life's hard. Start crying. Little woman has kept her eyes trained on her wires, waiting for the sorry spectacle to end, but it's gone awful quiet up there, and the sound of sobbing. Looking up, she sees a grown man on the wrong side of 40, his face bloated from alcohol and God knows what else. Not so quietly crying. My morale! This isn't really about the hat, is it? No, not really. You know, you're not the only one with issues. I self-medicate shit. Life's a horror, you know. Crying helps, though. Get it out of your system and maybe we can talk, okay? I'll be here. Fine. Kim? Having looked away during the final phase of your episode, the lieutenant addresses you. Do you want to talk about what just happened? What's there to talk about, Kim? Normally, I'm opposed to discussing one's feelings, especially on duty, but I think this is an exceptional case. So what do you think has happened? It's possible thou could persuade the lieutenant 'twas all part of an unorthodox method, but can now persuade thyself. Yeah, maybe. Nice. Believeth in thyself, my liege. Don't worry, Kim, it was all a ruse. Yes, a clever ruse, I see. Well, right, I mean, like, who cries in public for real? Those idiots. Who indeed? Even so, in the future, could you please refrain from emoting too much on duty? The quasi-legal status of the RCM means we need to project strength twice as consistently as any other police force in the world. Okay, I got it, Kim. I'll control my emotions. Good. Controlling your emotions sounds good. Glad to hear it was minor. Can you go on? Yeah, absolutely. Superstars always get back up and try again, and that's me. Then let's go. All right, let's try this again.
So, like, seriously, what's eating you, man?
There's a hint of pity in her eyes. Her hair is dyed blonde with dark roots. She's dyed her hair too. She wears thick black eyeliner. Most men wouldn't call her pretty. There's a manliness to her, a coarseness. Huh. Hey, have you seen a red-haired woman around here? No. Just no. It's pretty desolate here. I only see the dogs bark at night and see shadows move down the coast. Well, considering what we're trying to do, this doesn't look like a good sign. Superstition, we can turn the grim desolation into a fun dance club and thus help turn this hellhole around. What's that device you have there? It's a portable recording device. It's for field recording. Low quality, but still. And the wires? Actually, just one wire. I picked on it until the braiding came loose. The wire leads to contact microphone. What's a contact microphone? A contact mic records sounds from inside things like this ice. Your mangled brain would like you to know if there's a boxer called Contact Mike. Yeah. Encyclopedia. Any news of my wife's name? How about my mother? Nope. Great. You're welcome. Does this thing have anything to do with Contact Mike? Yeah, I record stuff with it. No, I mean Boxer, Contact Mike. Surely you've heard of him. No, it's a contact microphone for recording inside solid objects. Contact Mike just beats people up. Okay, well, how does this thing work? The mic? I don't exactly know. Somehow it doesn't pick up vibrations from the air. The box said it only picks up structure-borne sound. If you like technobabble. Well, let's go back to Contact Mike for a second. He doesn't just beat people up. He's a role model. An entire litany spews forth. Yeah, you heard right. You should try to be more like Contact Mike, a successful athlete and an inspirational figure who has overcome social, physical, and mental obstacles. Man, you are one weird cop. This isn't about me. This is about your lack of respect for one's boxing greats and for yourself. What is it with you and this Mike guy? Okay, if it floats your boat, I'll be more like Contact Mike and less like me. Good. All right, we have to replace another one of these if we want. -1 difficulty, all physique passives. Our physique is rather low, so like this might help us.
hand-eye coordination against enemies in this armor, which sounds like this is going to be something at some point we'll probably run into those mercenaries that would also be wearing the armor, and then maybe we have to fight them or something. Okay, I think I'm going to get rid of Bow Collector, actually. We've been getting a lot of shivers, and they haven't been too helpful. Okay, so temporary minus to logic, conceptualization, and drama. Only 15 minutes, though. The Litany of Contact Mike. It's time once again to return to the 20 things you like to say about Contact Mike, the boxer who is apparently a paragon of open competition. Really doesn't get any better than this, any better. Both inside and outside the ring. Stop, point at someone in the distance, point your finger at him. He will point his finger back at you, vaulting an impassable gulf of finance and privilege. Okay, let's think about it. Okay, so that's all of our points now. Yeah, thank you. That does indeed float my boat. Uh-huh, good on you. Where did you get the mic from? Same place I got the recorder from, the Elysium. What's the Elysium? Oh man, you haven't been to the Elysium? She forgets herself for a moment. It's the coolest place in this whole drug-addled shithole. It's a music club and a synthesizer workshop on Boogie Street in Jamrock. Musicians live there like a real musicians. I once saw Arno Van Eyck. Thinking about it really cheers her up. It's a long way from here though. Sounds interesting. Who's this Arno guy? Oh yeah, I guess you wouldn't know Van Eyck or really be a Elysium going kind of person. Hey, hold on a second. I get down. I don't know what that means. I grind. I don't know what that means either. Look, it means I'm hip beyond my years, okay? That's cool. You're right. You're right. Time has deserted me. I'm old as shit. She looks at you oddly. Shucks, man. Was there something else about the Contact Mike, perhaps? Oh, actually, I had some non-mic questions for you. What are you doing out here in the cold? I'm recording, I guess. And you're recording the ice. I think I'm recording cracks in the ice, but there's no way to tell. Not without headphones. I think I just recorded your footsteps too. Not sure how they will sound. Wait, well, what happened to the headphones? My boyfriend sold them. What for? I don't know, man. Things, just like stuff you need for life. A lie, they were probably pawned off for something suspicious. So maybe we go to the pawn shop? And what are the recordings for? The cracks, the footsteps. The musicians in the Elysium use them for making music. They loop the stuff, cutting the tapes together. They make music out of cracks in the ice and keys jangling, crazy sounds like that. Hard to explain. I get it. Anyways, I thought I'd make some too. It's supposed to be like a music place anyways. She rubs her shoulders and looks around. I don't really know what I'm doing. They use synthesizers too. I don't have a synthesizer. She looks at the recording device. The thing she thought would fill her hours with joy and escape. It's turning out to be an empty fantasy. She feels childish, very useless all of a sudden. Take this. You're cold. Lieutenant begins to take off his jacket. No, man, fuck that. I'm cool. I'm sorry I said that. I'm sorry about the fuck. It's okay. Lieutenant backs up. He throws you a glance. Give her our hat. Ma'am, you should take this. You need it more than I do. Got the orange bum hat. Thanks. It's a bit large for her. You said it's supposed to be a music place. Did you mean the one Andres got planned? The church? Yes, the boys think it could be a place like the Elysium or something. Stupid. It's really not going to be a Elysium, that's for sure. The boys in the tent there. Yeah, Andre and the guys inside the tent. Why is that? Why are you freezing out here while the boys are inside? They got too much stuff crammed in there. No room. Stuff like what? Didn't you see it yourself? It's mostly music stuff like this tape recorder, but bigger. You mean like those boyfriends, like the headphones your boyfriend sold? Yep, they were pretty. I'm sorry we sold those. Too much stuff crammed in there. Oh, I wonder. Okay. So we'll go in and maybe see if the headphones are inside there. Sorry we sold those. Strange. Why not just leave some of it outside so you don't have to freeze? Well, the stuff is more expensive than I am, more expensive than any of us, really. Doesn't matter, I can take the cold. All right. Well, nice. Tape recorder lies in the ice like a discarded toy. Let's see if we can pick it up. Empathy. Let's actually hold off for a second. Tell me more about the music place you've been planning in the church. It's supposed to become like a club for anodic dance music, like the new style of synthesizer stuff they play at the Elysium. Except that, yeah, she looks at the old wooden church up on the poles as mean wind comes bellowing in. The 6-story structure lets out the doleful shriek. What is anodic dance music? Secret task. Okay. You know, anodic, cathodic. Cathodic? Music that's made with electronic instruments. Electronic instruments like what? Synthesizers and tape consoles. Microcomputers too. Anything that uses electricity but isn't guitars. Also found sounds like EDM. Yeah, stuff like that. You see clear, beautiful, violent flashes of light. Light cutting through a smoke-filled darkness. This is what the future will look like if it ever comes. All right, enough about the church. Let's see if we have anything that would help with empathy before we change here. Or before we try this. Perception, electrochemistry. Suggestion, inland. No, it's going to be as good as it gets, actually. We no longer have a hat, unfortunately. Breakthrough imminent on contact mic. That was fast.
So you talked to my associates, right? Are you going to help us? With the church, I mean.
Well, I can't say. I got to ask a few questions first, if that's all right.
Shoot.
See if we can grab this tape recorder for whatever reason. Must come in handy somehow. Oh my god. Device is cold to the touch. An angular Omicron logo adorns the yellow plastic cover. Underneath, you see a reel of tape rolling. You put the device back in the ice. So we need more empathy to try this. Alright, I got other questions. I guess there is something that's been making my life hell. What is it? Well... this is all politics if we want. It seems like people just keep putting their selfish interest ahead of the greater good. The world's most laughable centrist. Yeah? Oh, really? Yeah, no one understands that sometimes you gotta make sacrifices for the sake of progress. It's very distressing. So the thing that's got you crying in front of strangers is the slow pace of social progress? Well, I don't know. That's probably not it, is it? No, it sounds like you've just got chick issues. Well, now that you mention it, I found these letters I'd thrown in the trash that might have something to do with it. Okay, what do you think of that? Well, first, they just had the faintest scent of chewing gum on them. I could still smell it under the shit. Talking about the apricot thing, I think. Wow, man, that's pretty symbolic, don't you think? Yeah, I found that to be very symbolic, too. Okay, what else? Well, they were written in a woman's hand, and oh boy, did reading them not make me feel good. There you have it. Chick trouble, not political after all. Who was she? I don't remember. Really? You seem pretty upset about this chica. You sure you don't remember anything about her? I remember her scent, and that's all. Wow, man. She rubs her sides for some warmth. Some pretty strange shit. You sure the letters were for you? Yeah, no, I'm sure. Why would I have reacted so strongly otherwise? How come you don't remember it, though? Like some kind of selective memory thing? Well, I think it's more about me getting so unbelievably drunk recently that I completely erased all memory of this world. Yeah, or it might be that. This one time I did so much booze that I forgot too. It's obvious she's done more than booze. Or it might be just psych bullshit, you know, Koenigstein wank. What's this Koenigstein wank? You know, the psych thing you've got going on there. Rich people like it. People in Koenigstein are mostly rich. Yeah, well, you know, thanks for the bullshit psych thing then. You're welcome. Might be for the best to keep that shit forgotten though. Just my opinion. If it itches, don't scratch. Yes, but it itches really, really bad. So we need to try and get this tape recorder again somehow. Hey, I'd like to know more about your associate friends. My associates? I haven't got much to say about them. Well, what do you mean? You must know something about them. Well, of course I do. I just don't tell people about my friends and who they are and so on. I don't provide information on them to the cops. Oh, well, what about yourself? Me? I'm a silver bird. Okay, maybe I'll ask about all this. It just felt to talk about her associates. Don't know what makes you any different. Think it'll be different later, but... Refuse to talk about her friends. Maybe she'll open up later after you've helped them set up the nightclub. Okay, fine. The thought complete, the litany of contact Mike. $5,000-1 rank outsider. No one saw it coming. The mantle of a game changer demands intangible qualities. Fights are not won, you're thinking. Instead of doing detective work right now, fights are made. Blow by blow. Let's take it. Mike to the Mikey. Some low-intensity part of you has entered a sports cliche-driven fugue state. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Also, Mike knew what it took to win. He just wanted it more. All physique white checks are unlocked. I mean, I guess that's fine. So the mirror, electrochemistry, impossible, dice maker, dock worker, Heimdall series. Yeah, okay. That's fine. Okay. So now, I think we gotta go check out the church. I'm really hoping we find Ruby. A weird bird sound. Sign reads St. Brune 1147. Church doors. Heavy wooden doors more than twice your height stand shut in front of you. The rectangular sea-worn ornamentation appears in stark contrast to the padlock carelessly drilled into the wood. Let's take a look at the carpentry. Carving on the door is block-light and angular, like the church itself. Two large beams shoot downward, sinking into the wood before they reach the threshold. Run your hand over the beam. Surface is smooth from the wind, but moist to the touch. Let's look at the padlock. Cheap-looking padlock, sturdily built. It shackles together a hasp and a staple screwed into the wooden door. The lock is adorned with a yellow sticker. It'll be easier to break the staple than the lock. Also, the sticker is intersecting. Well, I can just open it. Locks turned easily. You hear a click as the shackle pops open. Let's go. Pull on the doors. As you enter, you hear the echo of the doomed commercial area. It's black halls and dusty machines, then the feeling passes. A great whoosh of air rushes into the dark inners of the church as though rushing to fill a great vacuum in the heart of the city. Well, we're in. Whoa. Okay, there's like a bunch of electrical equipment. What is this? Strange stillness fills you as you look ahead. You shouldn't walk. You should walk here, not run. Okay, we will.
Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore. Ever. Never, ever.